Hi guys, we're back. I'm going to do another spooky reaction video. I don't know what's happening with the beard, but we'll have it. We're going back to Sir Spooks channel. It seems a little while since we've seen him. This one's 11 scary videos that feel wrong. Let's hope there's some good creepy stuff going on. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on the video, try and draw some views in, I'd be grateful for that. Pop by Sir Spooks channel, drop him a sub. The link is in the description. Be grateful for that. And in the meantime, let's get the cans on. Give it a watch. Hope we get scared, shall we?
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. For the first video on today's list, we're going to take a look at an eerie video that was posted to YouTube all the way back in October of 2010 by a user known as Jesse Chico. The homemade video starts off with someone wandering around their house in the middle of the night. We then hear the woman filming calling out to Jesse, telling her that she left the fridge open. It's right then and there, however, in which this seemingly mundane video takes a legitimately unsettling turn.
Jesse, you left the fridge open.
Or not.
Oh my god.
Weird.
As soon as the videographer tells Jessie that she left the fridge open, it closes all on its own, much to the videographer's shock. From here, other incredibly strange things begin to happen in the kitchen.
Creepy stuff.
What's going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The kitchen cabinet doors suddenly swing open by themselves, and a few items fall out onto the counter. The video then ends abruptly. Now, skeptics might argue that this could have been staged using strings or magnets, or that the video is simply a hoax. Still, others point out how naturally the doors move and how the events seem to escalate in a way that feels unplanned. There's also the question of why anyone would randomly stage this in the middle of the night, unless there was a genuine belief something strange was going on.
It seems odd that they seemed to be in the center of the shot when the movement was happening, but quite creepy.
Since this clip is nearly 15 years old, it's safe to say there probably won't be any updates.
Maybe. I mean, there's no real special effects available to households then like there is now either, but it would have to be physical manipulation. But the cupboard doors did seem to, like you said, sort of swing open quite slowly and steady, and then they move back again, and there is no what you guys make of that. That's a good one, that
makes it a little piece of frozen in time paranormal internet history. Whether you think it's genuine activity or a clever trick, either way, it's one of those videos that makes you want to double check your kitchen before going to bed.
They don't seem to move erratically. It's sort of like, it is quite controlled, but I don't know. Let us know what you guys think.
Over on TikTok, a user by the name of Lala Love For You, Lala, posted a video which sees them laying in bed, simply trying to unwind. Lala says she just moved into a new apartment somewhere in Houston, Texas, and hasn't quite put everything away yet, which is why the place seems a little messy. She also mentions that a few minutes before she started filming, the door directly in front of her allegedly opened all on its own. She decided to start recording just in case it happened again, and sure enough.
It's opening inwards.
I'm in my bed. And there she
That is
goes.
pretty creepy.
So I'm gonna have to end up putting a towel in it, or she's gonna keep opening it up all night. But I'm in my bed, as you can see. It's opened up again by itself.
It could easily be somebody on the other side, like.
The door once again swings open by itself. Interestingly, Lala doesn't react with fear, but rather with a kind of irritated disbelief, as if she's already tired of dealing with it. Now, skeptics might suggest possible mundane explanations, such as an airflow issue, loose hinges, or even a draft created by another door or window opening elsewhere in the apartment.
Or someone in there.
Others, however, argue that the timing and the fact she was able to capture it so quickly raises the possibility that something genuinely strange might be at work. The video was posted in June, and there haven't been any updates since, so we're left to wonder whether the phenomenon has continued. For now, it's another clip that sits somewhere between unsettling and unexplained, and one that'll definitely make you think twice about your own closet door at night.
A bit weird, that one, like, but it could easily be explained in the way she was expecting it to happen as well, like, but let us know what you guys think.
On the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user uploaded this video which he says was filmed by his roommate about 5 years ago, when they were living in what he describes as a creepy apartment. At the time, there were 5 people living there, and according to him, every single one had experienced something strange during their stay.
No?
In the footage, we watch as the roommate wanders around after hearing a loud noise from the bathroom, something that sounded like it had fallen. When he pulls back the shower curtain, sure enough, a bottle of shampoo is toppled over. He casually picks it up, places it back on the shelf, and is about to leave, but then makes the mistake of swearing at whatever may have caused it to fall.
As you
I
do.
just heard something loud as f- in the bathroom. Sounded like something fell. Oh shit. That was up there. Shit. Oh shit!
What was that?
Within seconds, something else falls from the
Just
wall,
into the bottle or something.
startling him so much that he bolts from the room in fear. If the video is real, it's a perfect example of why taunting an alleged spirit is never a great idea. Sometimes they seem all too happy to respond. On the other hand, skeptics could point to the possibility of the bottle and wall item being deliberately staged for comedic timing. Still, the chain of events
Possibly.
feels so perfectly timed that even if it was set up, you can't deny it makes for an entertaining and slightly unsettling watch.
It does. There seems to be a lot of these like old videos resurfacing lately. It's quite interesting to watch actually, but obviously compared to the modern standards where they've got all the bloody green screen crap going on and digital effects and stuff happening. It's intriguing. It's intriguing to go back. Malvern Hills.
Reddit user Paranormal Polska recently posted a video to the UFO subreddit that has quickly become one of the most liked in the community's history, sitting at over 27,000 upvotes at the
Doug
time
Benson.
of writing. The clip shows him wandering around the Malvern Hills in Western England with his dog. The man, Andrew Clifton, is seen throwing a frisbee for his pet when something unexpected appears in the background.
Class.
Steady.
Okay. What was that? The hell was
As
that?
the dog runs after the frisbee,
It's a weird
small
shape.
but extremely fast-moving object darts through the sky overhead. Neither Andrew nor his dog seem to notice, but the object's movement is unusually sharp and rapid. Even in slow motion, it still covers an impressive distance in a split second. Andrew says he only spotted it while editing the footage later to share on Facebook. Thanks to his iPhone's slow motion function, we can see the object approaching from a distance, making an odd turn mid-flight, then straightening out before vanishing beyond the frame. The fact that it still looks incredibly fast, despite being slowed down, makes it even more perplexing, and raises questions about just how quickly it must have been moving in real time. Some believe this could be a genuine UFO sighting, while skeptics point to possibilities like a bird, insect, drone, or fleeting camera artifact. With mysterious metallic orbs and aerial anomalies being reported more often in recent years, this footage adds yet another strange case to the growing list. One that's as intriguing as it is fleeting.
I mean, that could be any number of things, but it looked quite elongated and it didn't half move like whatever it was. Whether it was just a trick of the light or whatever. I don't know, but let us know what you guys make of that. It's good to see some UFO stuff again. Enjoying that.
YouTube user IamErrol100 uploaded a video in January of 2011 that might make you think twice before stepping into a kitchen alone at night. In the description, Errol explains that their kitchen cupboards had begun opening and closing on their own ever since they put their house up for sale. A couple of nights before filming, Errol says they were simply watching TV when they heard a cupboard door click open by itself. This time, they grabbed their phone and started recording.
And they're not subtle like the noises either, are they? Where'd that come from? Off the top.
Almost immediately, objects start falling from the countertops, seemingly without cause, culminating in a can of beer toppling to the floor and bursting open just before the recording cuts out. Not long afterward, Errol uploaded a second video showing even more strange incidents. In this follow-up, Errol reiterates that the cupboards are still acting up, and it's happened around a dozen times since the last recording. They just rarely manage to catch it on camera.
Okay. It might have been a draft from the window or something initially, but would that affect the decorations? Maybe the net, but I don't know about the decorations. That's not a draft. What the hell? Again, it's an old clip, so how would they have faked this? If it's a fake, how would they have faked this? I know there's strings and stuff, but...
At about the 1 minute mark, the curtains in the living room sway on their own, despite the windows being closed. Then, both the garland and curtains shift again before a plastic bag on the sofa crumples unnaturally.
See, how would you do that with string?
Video, Errol makes it clear that the windows were definitely closed during filming, which rules out wind as the culprit. And even if it had been, that wouldn't explain the plastic bag being pressed down or the cupboard door closing in the first clip. Coming from a science background, Errol admits they're usually skeptical about the paranormal, but can't explain these events.
I understand,
if genuine, The
The
activity
bargain
is
stuff's got me
unsettling,
baffled.
especially because it seems tied to the house being up for sale. Could it be a lingering spirit reacting to the prospect of someone new moving in? Or is there a more mundane explanation hiding somewhere just out of frame?
Moral of the story,
Whatever
don't
the
move.
truth may be, Errol's kitchen is one place you wouldn't want to explore alone after dark.
And why would you waste beer? That's the crime.
A mysterious UFO video has been circulating online for years, often claimed to be from Uruguay in 1994, but closer inspection reveals the setting doesn't match that location at all. The infrastructure and architecture look more Eastern European or Balkan in style. Over time, the clip has been placed everywhere from Argentina to Russia, Bulgaria, and Azerbaijan. The original title is in Russian, and some of the oldest uploads, dating back to 2011 and 2013, identify the footage as coming from Mingachevir, Azerbaijan. A quick check on Google Maps even shows that the surrounding buildings line up closely with that location, adding credibility to the Azerbaijan origin theory.
Again, another older clip. Was why are they digging all these up? That's pretty eerie, like the way it's just drifting.
The footage itself is undeniably chilling, showing what appears to be a massive
Weird.
flying saucer hovering over the city. Lasting around 35 seconds, the clip is mesmerizing from start to finish. The craft appears almost motionless in the sky, dominating the frame and creating an eerie sense of scale. Reactions in the comment section have been mixed. Some viewers are convinced this could be one of the most compelling pieces of UFO evidence ever recorded, especially considering its age and the lack of high-quality CGI tools in the early 90s. Others, however, think it might be a later fabrication, pointing to how clean the saucer's shape looks. Skeptics have also argued that the background could be nothing more than a still image, with the UFO composited on top, a technique that would have been achievable even decades
possibly.
ago. If it's authentic, this could be one of the most striking UFO sightings ever caught on tape, not just because of what's shown, but because of its historical context, predating the
It
smartphone
does seem
era
to go
when
behind that
such
aerial
clear
thing,
recordings were much rarer. But if it's fake, then it's still an impressively crafted hoax that has endured online for more than a decade.
Impressive stuff.
On May 26, 2009,
Sorry if I seem distracted. I'm just a bit concerned about the audio quality of this video. It seems to be sticking quite a bit in my recording software, so I'm hoping everything's okay when I play it back.
a man named Jerry Bruce uploaded a video to his YouTube channel that is sure to make you think twice before going anywhere near your closet again. Jerry says that he and his wife were sleeping peacefully when they were suddenly awoken by the sound of a door closing somewhere in the house. When Jerry got out of bed to investigate, he saw the closet door slam shut entirely on its own. Unfortunately, he didn't catch that
Some
moment on
old
camera,
school clips,
but what he
mind.
did capture is arguably just as unsettling. Every time he closed the closet door afterward, the round doorknob began to twitch and move on its own, almost as if something on the other side was trying to get out.
It's weird. Old school clips, man. It's relentless, like.
I don't know if everybody can see this, and I've done it.
That's weird.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
The footage is
Well,
short but highly unnerving, and there's no clear sign
Yeah,
of
it is
strings,
strange, that, like.
wires, or someone tampering with it. Jerry says that not long after this, he, his wife, and their baby fled the house for good, never returning.
And who can
Whether
blame
this
them?
was genuine paranormal activity or an elaborate hoax is up for debate.
An
But the
elaborate
door's
hoax.
repeated movements certainly make it stand out from typical slam videos. Given that Jerry's last upload was over 4 years ago, it seems safe to assume he and his family are living elsewhere, hopefully without any doorknobs moving on their own.
The actual handle didn't seem to look like it was moving, whether it's sort of disconnected to the one on the other side or what, I don't know, but that's just fucking weird, that, man. Creepy stuff.
In a pair of unsettling TikTok uploads, a man named Luke managed to turn what should have been a peaceful cat cam clip into pure nightmare fuel. Filmed in the middle of the night, the video shows
I think we've
Luke's
seen
cat,
this one
Bear,
prior.
lounging on the bed in a calm, cozy moment, at least until something strange happens.
Weird, isn't it? We have seen this one quite recently. Because again, initially I thought it might have been strings and stuff, but there's so much stuff along that side of the room. It'd be quite
Without
difficult
warning,
to do.
the Annabelle doll in the room appears to wave on its own. Moments later, a small teddy bear tumbles from her lap, and to make matters worse, the lamp in the background flickers erratically. If that wasn't disturbing enough, Luke posted a follow-up video not long after.
I think it was this one would say, I remember it being higher up and thinking, no, they kind of pull it because of the pictures and stuff. Well, it's bizarre, like. And it's where the cat goes to investigate again as well. It's. Gets you thinking, does it sense something? Doesn't seem that bothered when it falls
Once
on her,
again, Annabelle waves completely on her own. The teddy bear falls just like before, only this time, Annabelle herself topples over as well. Bear, the cat, naturally curious, heads over to investigate the scene, though thankfully nothing happens to him. Whether it's a spirit manipulating the toys, a bizarre electromagnetic phenomenon, or an elaborate prank,
Weird.
the repetition of the events in both videos is what makes this so unsettling. If this is genuine paranormal activity, Luke might want to keep a close eye on Bear, because whatever's in that room seems to be getting bolder. A couple of years ago, Reddit user International Ad 1266 posted to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit hoping for advice, and maybe even some reassurance. According to the uploader, their young daughter had been seeing spirits, and she kept referring to one in particular as him.
That's creepy.
The post's author wanted to know if anyone else could see this mysterious figure in the footage, and more importantly, if there was anything they could do to get rid of him.
The fuck are you? What? I thought it was a dog at first. Well, can it be? Can it?
When you pause the video at certain points, you can indeed make out something lurking in the frame. It's not
It
clear
seems to
whether
move
him
and-
is meant to be a human figure, strange creature, or something else entirely, but whatever it is, it's unsettling.
That's mad.
Some commenters even claim to spot distinct facial features,
It does-
adding to the creep factor.
Yeah.
A few responses offered practical advice, with some suggesting that decluttering the room might help.
It might.
According to certain paranormal beliefs, spirits are drawn to cluttered spaces because they provide plenty of dark corners and places to hide. Since the post is now over 2 years old, an update seems unlikely, but we can only hope that him has long since vanished from the uploader's home. If not, the thought of that face still being there, just out of sight, is enough to send shivers down anyone's
Creepy
spine.
stuff. Well, initially I thought it might have been a pet, like a cat or a dog or something, but it's a bit high up. But if there's that much shit behind there, then maybe it is sat on top of that. But weird stuff, man. Let us know what you guys make of that one.
If you saw the recent movie Weapons and thought every
I'd like
moment
to say
of
this,
it
to be
was
fair.
pure fiction, then you might want to think again after watching this next
Looks
clip.
pretty damn creepy.
The following CCTV footage, posted to Facebook in June 2024, was captured in the town of Tolosa, Spain. At first glance, it looks like another uneventful nighttime security video, until something downright unsettling happens.
Okay.
Itong pag-light air po saan eh?
Ikaduha ini.
That's pretty freaky.
Ang high school lang.
Katong sa...
Tuman,
Sir, pana.
on na ito. 3, 4, 5. Ano, basta hanggang-
What? The
Without
spotlight.
warning, a faint but clearly visible silhouette of a child can be seen darting across a backyard in the dead of night.
That's creepy.
Moments later, strange flashing lights appear from a nearby window, their sudden bursts making the whole scene even more surreal. For anyone who's seen Weapons, the resemblance to the film's eerie scenes of children running outdoors after dark is hard to ignore. As for what's really happening here, we're left with only questions. Was this just a prank, a case of mistaken identity, or something genuinely paranormal? Could this
That's
video
mad.
even have been part of the inspiration for Weapons? Since no
Possibly.
updates have surfaced, the truth remains a mystery, and the unsettling image of that child in the dark remains stuck in your mind long after the footage ends.
That is pretty terrifying. Like, I'll have to say the film as well. I might have to try and locate it somewhere.
A TikTok user known as AES shared a pair of unsettling clips in June 2025 that prove terrifying things can unfold at your home
That's a cool logo.
even when you're nowhere near it. The uploader says he was on vacation when the first video was recorded. While away, he got a notification from his doorbell camera app. Curious, he opened it and immediately saw something he couldn't explain.
Like cats in there. What the hell?
On the left side of the fence, a bizarre humanoid-shaped shadow moves at an almost
What?
unnatural speed. It's over in seconds, but the movement feels far too quick and
Nah.
fluid to be a simple trick of the light. Not long after, AES posted additional footage in which the strange shadow makes another appearance.
Not just a branch of a tree moving or something, or...
What's particularly odd is how the raccoons in the shot remain completely unfazed, as if nothing had happened. That raises
Just
even more
chill.
questions. If animals, which are often sensitive to unusual activity, don't react,
Well, there's a
does
two
that
of them. I
mean
didn't
it's
even see the
harmless?
other one just chilling
Or
on
could
the
it
top.
suggest the phenomenon exists outside the range of their perception entirely? Skeptics might suggest
Mad
it's
that.
just a passing shadow, a camera glitch, or even a hoax. Believers, however, might see it as something far
I
stranger,
don't know about a hoax.
perhaps even otherworldly. Some have speculated
know.
it could be a cloaked or partially invisible figure, its true form hidden from the human eye and only partially visible through the camera's lens. Whatever
Creepy
the
stuff.
explanation, the speed, shape, and uncanny presence of this figure make it one of the most unnerving pieces of recent doorbell cam footage.
Yeah, the trees don't seem to be moving or anything either. I thought it might have just been a branch blown in the wind or whatever, but that's creepy as that. Like, let us know what you guys make of that one. Intriguing.
And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary
Please do.
content.
Link is
My
in the
name is Sir
description.
Spooks.
And there you go, guys. Good stuff there. A lot of older clips again. I don't know why they're digging all these clips up, but it's interesting to go back, especially to a point where there was no AI and camera editing software and stuff to hand. But let us know what you guys make of any of those. As I said at the beginning, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up and sharing this about, be grateful for that. Try and draw some views in. And in the meantime, I shall catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.